Airbnb has launched a new marketplace. This marketplace enables renters, people looking for a place to live, to explore great apartments that Airbnb has selected and find places that they can then Airbnb for a few days or a few weeks. So let me explain again. You imagine you are looking for a place to live somewhere in the US. You can explore up to 75 buildings, and each of the apartments you can find there, you can rent, and you can in a way subrent or Airbnb to make some money out of that. So let's explore this new marketplace that Airbnb has created. As you can see, it's available in several big US cities such as Atlanta, Austin, Portland, Tampa. Let's take the example of Austin, for example. If you go to Austin, you find several buildings that are Airbnb friendly. Basically, it means that the management or the real estate company behind the building has created rules so that the apartments there that you can find, you can rent them and you can subrent or Airbnb them to make some money, and that's compatible with the laws or let's say with their building regulations. So for example, right, let's take this property called Havana Soco. You can see that available. You have you can rent a 1 bedroom, a 2 bedroom, a 3 bedroom. You can see the monthly rents. And you can see how much money you can make every week from renting out. So to be clear, let's explore that very listing. Airbnb enables you to see, of course, the photos of a listing, and then to pick a type of building or type of apartment, and then contact the building management to, for example, book a tour of the place before you rent out. Again, Airbnb friendly means that it's possible for you to rent out your own apartment, which you could call in a way sub-renting, right? And here, imagine in this building, you can see you have a 1 bedroom apartment available, 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom apartments. And here you have the monthly rent. For example, for a 2 bedroom apartment, you would pay $1,487. But what you can do as well to offset the cost, for example, you can rent out this to other people, right? For example, you can rent it as a shared place or whole place. Let's keep the whole place. And let's imagine I want to rent it out not 7 days, maybe just 1 weekend, 2 nights, a month. So if I did this, I would earn 264 months. Obviously, these earnings are not set, right? They depend on the demand, and that's an estimation that Airbnb is doing based on similar apartments in the past 12 months. And obviously, the more I rent out, like more than 7 nights, then I can earn almost $1,000 a month. Good to know here, you can rent only up to 90 nights per year, 90 nights per year, right? So it's not that the idea is not that you will rent a place and sub-rent to make more money and just do some rental arbitrage. The idea is that basically you can find a place for you to live, and then part of the year become an occasional Airbnb host and do that. So what's neat on the plan, you here on this page, you even have access to a floor map. You can see what the apartment will look like, for example, for this kind of apartments. So Airbnb is really bridging the gap between real estate and hosting places. The goal for Airbnb obviously is to increase the number of hosts. They also want to have Airbnb friendly dwellings. Why? Because usually it's quite often can turn out to be a nightmare, right? Imagine you're a tenant in a building and your neighbor is renting out his place or her place on Airbnb, and you get noisy people, tourists. So maybe the idea here is that yes, it's still going to be a nightmare, but everybody else in your building is doing it too. So you could also be causing nuisance, nightmares for your own neighbors, and that's okay because it's allowed in the building. I'm pushing it a bit, but you can see the idea here is for Airbnb to find places where it's okay to Airbnb your place, as a host. So how would it work then? Basically, once you contact one of these places, you book a tour, you rent it, and then you would do your work yourself. You then go to Airbnb and start create a listing there and host your place. That's the way this new marketplace works. I hope you find it interesting. Do leave a comment in the section if you have questions, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.